Hi everyone, my name is Emina, and I really find it strange to record videos for um, people that I do not see in front of me, but I'll give it a try. I'm one of two faculties involved in the GEOS program Human Rights and Peace Building in the Balkans, and I'm responsible for the part of the program that is located in Croatia. Uh, this coming summer, it's going to be located in two towns, Zagreb and Vukovar. And as this is going to be a second year of our program, I'm thoroughly excited to meet a new group of students. I wanted to record a few information on why I think this program is relevant and maybe a few words about myself. I strongly believe that this program is highly relevant, especially nowadays, due to several reasons. As we are going to talk and discuss human rights from a critical angle, I think it's worth to mention that human rights frameworks have not been satisfying and have been failing many individuals and societies for the past few decades. And therefore, human rights frameworks need thorough revision and deep transformations. And our program sort of contributes to that aim. The second thing is when we think about transitional justice mechanisms, they have been scarcely successful. Many war crime victims have not been satisfied through the jurisprudence that was generated through war crime prosecutions. Many war crime prosecutions never happened. On the other hand, we have truth commissions and different alternative mechanisms that are giving some hope. In addition to this, I think the relevance of this program sort of addresses rise of extreme violence, populist movements, and right-wing agendas that represent huge challenge for peace-building work across the world, and particularly in the Balkans that has been still suffering from the wars that we had in the 90s and the recent nationalist conflicts that we have been dealing with. In addition to this, I'd like to say that forging illiberal and undemocratic agendas not only speaks to the need to fight against those exclusionary epistemologies and practices, but really calls us and pushes us forward in shaping critique towards liberal values and democratic liberalism that allows rise of inequalities of different kinds. This program on human rights and peace building teaches us to gain critical sharpness in understanding events in the 90s in the Balkans and events that were pre-90s and post-90s. It teaches us to understand international and domestic perspectives and to put them in a sort of a critical analysis and an angle that is not only comparative, but talks a lot about different connections and disconnections. In addition, I think it's also important to say that this program teaches us that human rights protection and peace building are not just romantic ideas, but options, choices, and realities that many have taken forward and showed us all possibilities of different paradigms, different world, different possibilities. I have personally lived in Croatia and in the Balkans my whole life, except for the few occasions when I was abroad, either as a refugee during the 90s or later when I started pursuing my career and my professional interests. Currently, for the past few years, I've been splitting my life between Minnesota, Morocco, and Croatia. In Minnesota, I'm doing my PhD in curriculum and instruction studies with minor in human rights, and I'm focusing on exclusionary practices of education or segregation in education when it comes to refugee students and migrant students. And I'm looking into the ways they emancipate from those experiences and change our realities. I've also been living in Morocco, where I have met and spent meaningful moments with my partner, whom I'm expecting a baby with in a few months. You're going to have an opportunity to meet a 2-month-old baby at some point. And then there is Croatia, that it has been a country where I lived, but it's also a country where that is stamped in a way with my political activism driven by anti-racist, anti-security, and anti-war ideas, but more importantly, I think driven by the ideas of deep respect for all human beings and the environment we live in. My work in Croatia is linked to the peace building and critical refugee studies and pro-refugee work at the Center for Peace Studies, and fighting against police and border violence with the Welcome Initiative, and also apart from that, culinary and memory work with a group of refugees and migrants under the framework of the social cooperative Taste of Home. This is, I think, in brief, that I wanted to share for this moment, and please let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to respond to your emails or to Skype in. And I'm sending you warmest greetings from Casablanca. I was hoping there will be some sun here behind me, but today we do not have much of a sunny day. Bye.